they in turn themselves believe the same lie that they speak. And I'm saying to my fellow Jamaicans, whenever you hear a labor right speaking, whenever you hear a comrade speaking, use Google as your best evaluator to evaluate if it is that you're getting facts or fiction. And I can tell you that the Jamaica Labour Party, in the majority of cases, that you will receive the facts and not half truth. I'm saying we want a Jamaica where our tax dollars is able to put in. Let me say this to you, my fellow Jamaicans. A lot of people complain when they have problems with their community roads. A lot of people complain when it is that they have problem with street lights. A lot of people complain when they have problem with their garbage being collected. When it is that their cemeteries is overrun by shrubberies and trees and all of that. These are the remit. The law is clear. These are the remit. This is the responsibility of our elected councillors, whether they be JLP or Labour Rights, JLP or PNP. It is their job to maintain our cemeteries so that people are able to go and look for their loved ones. Because we have to care for that too. Go ahead, sir. Yes, sir.
Let I tell you something. I think it's full-time job people to realize what's going on in front of their eyes. This is the 80s replacing back itself in our presence. And it's full time the Prime Minister use this third term where we're going to give him and do the right thing by getting rid of these entities.
Yes.
I've been calling for these places to remove from 2018. If you can remember, Wizzy, all the time I come on my live and I speak about these things. You understand? That they must remove these entities. Where these entity was in the 2012, 2015, 2014. There wasn't around.
That's true.
Oh, all of a sudden, so much entity. Human this, human that, people for this. These are the people the PNP put together. What I realize the PNP do, they put a group of people together to say there are this and there are that. And then the government have to finance them, to tear them down. We can't finance you to tear me down. And it's full time the Prime Minister wake up and smell the coffee. And that's my half. Continue, sir. I don't know if anybody want to...
yeah, man, if anybody want to chime in, I would allow them.
Go and talk. You're nice.
Yeah, let me
say the head said we better take the floor.
Let me say this. The top and Harris of the PNP, I want to ask one question. Are these people poor people? Because the PNP preach a politics of poor, you know. The PNP preach a politics of poor that they love the poor. But do they really care about the poor? That's the question I'm asking my listeners today. And I'm going to send you where you can get the information. Everybody has a smartphone. Let me tell you why the PNP has never been for the poor. In 1965, and I hate to go back so far, in 1965, the NIS, that is helping persons who are retired now and give them some amount of money per month rather. When the JLP was implementing the NIS in 1965, the PNP ran a campaign against that. They said that the people must not accept it because it is sin. They turned it around. NIS, it said it is SIN. Don't accept it. Don't take it. Turn it back because it is sin. Guess what? We now have an NIS and we know what that is. Now let me say this. When the Most Honorable Bruce Golding was coming to the voters in 2007, he came in with a manifesto, and the manifesto was clear. He said, on day one, as your government, as your servant, and he keeps saying this, he said that you, the people, are the government. You choose who you want to lead us. I am your servant. That's what he says. And he said that here is what I'm going to do on day one. I am going to remove cost sharing in high school. I am going to remove user fees in hospital. What did the PNP that cares and love the poor do? They said it, and I want you to go back and check the archives of the Gleaner. They said that it cannot work. They said that they pour cold water on it, and that was these two policies. This is policy, you know. These two policies were not benefiting the majority. It was a policy that was benefiting the Tapaнаris, you know. These two policies was benefiting the common man and woman, boy and girl in all the communities right across this country. And the PNP stood against it. Are you saying that is a political party that love the poor? No. We would have heard in recent times when this current Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Jamaica owners, he came to the Jamaican people in 2015. And he came with a manifesto document. And he said to the Jamaican people, my fellow Jamaicans, here is what I have in hand to deliver to you, the people who would have suffered for this many years. I have this to release you, to give you an opportunity where it is that you can be the better version of yourselves. I am going to give you back a rebate. I am going to ensure that you save $18,000 back in your pocket, knowing that you would have been working so hard for the government. And now it is your time now to get back some money in your pocket. We are not going to take that $18,000 anymore. Now he has gone further because he has improved that, and now it is over $18,000. Now, would you want to, do you look at it for persons who would have not gone to university? Would you want to vote a government for that, knowing that you now have a daughter that is in university? Knowing that now you now have a son who has gone through university? Would you want to vote against such a government who have done that for persons who are now in the formal economy? And that's what he came to the Jamaican people and he delivered on day one. He didn't trick them. He didn't say like Portia Simpson Miller that we are going to move taxation from electricity bill, and she did not. All he said that he was going to do to benefit the common man in this country, he did so. He delivered to the people. And in spite of what the PNP want to put a veil over some of us eyes for us not to see what is going on in our country by indoctrination and propaganda. The veil I'm talking about is when it is that a man is telling you that is not yellow, that is red. And you, because you are so trusting in that man, you said, you know what? I see that it is yellow, you know. I see that it is yellow, you know, but me I believe him, it's red.
7 to 7. I go now, get some coffee.
Mute, Lolita, host. Mute her for a second, she don't realize.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, man, mute Miss Lolita. Yes, so back to regular. I'm saying to you that this is what the PNP stands for. They are never for the common man in this country. And we would have seen the policies that they would have championed. It is a policy that it's only the Tapaнаris benefit. And that is the reason why we have Tapaнаris that come out now. In the last couple of days I talk about the country, them now make no money. Them have now make no money for true. Because them can't get me and you pitting now for use and go unpack trailer and for pay them little and nothing. Because guess what? Parents are sacrifice and them and say, you know what? Me a sacrifice and do it out and send me to go to university. So what you feel like?
Or send them go art to Wizzy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So these kids now growing up now, them now go tell themselves who them go unpack them boy they we are Tapaнаris, Mark Golden friend them furniture out of them container anymore. And so they are losing, they are selling less. And the people are sitting in their comfort of their bedroom, the comfort of their kitchen, living room, even their bathroom. They are able now to use their phone to use their good internet that they have, that they are paying for, and they are able now to order from right out of China, and it is being delivered right at their door, right at their remote gate. They press the remote gate and the person drives in and deliver, and they receive what they should receive, and the person leave. No, they don't have to tell themselves they have to go bag have to go down in the town center. For anybody I watch them or what they must buy or what they must spend. These people are now becoming more adept to the digital online space. And that is the reason why these men are coming out and talking about that they're not making any money. Finally, the Jamaican people has an opportunity to save back some more. You want me to talk about saving? Let me talk to the listeners.
You get more value for money online.
Exactly, that's what I'm going to. I am going to that this is the government, and a lot of these people who are listening, they live overseas. I'm saying to you, if you don't believe me, ask somebody who would have visited Jamaica recently. If you don't believe me, book a ticket and try, and you will see. No, this government removed one thing that was stopping a lot of people that would have been returning to this country. Now you can buy $1,000 of merchandise without paying any kind of taxation when they're coming through the airport. What did I say a while ago? Now you can buy $1,000 United States of merchandise. So you can bring back the phones. So you can bring it and give your papa or your mama, and maybe a brother where you know say yes, he never travel yet. You can bring it back now. You can bring back that big 100 inch TV. Say, you know what, I bring that because my mama and father ensure say, boy, I get the best out of life. So therefore, I buy, make them have it for watch a night and them news. You can bring back that now and without paying any tax. It's not like back in the day on the PNP regime. This is the government who would have removed that under Dr. the Honorable Nigel Clark, who was former finance minister. He was the one who piloted that through our nation's parliament. So now persons are able to come with the phones, and then maybe they can come and say, you know what, I got sell back out one of them Apple phone here. And you know the money for one of them phone in Jamaica right now, it's a lot of money. And you can sell it back for far less and still make some profit over what you spent in the US.